Big news, Colts Nation! The tension is rising at the practice facility as we head into mandatory minicamp. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The final test where our promising rookie class finally lines up alongside the veterans to prove they belong on this roster. We are talking about potential starters, intense position battles, and a first look at who will truly define the future of our defense and offense this season. You do not want to miss this update on the depth chart. Before we dive into the details, smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. The Indianapolis Colts are officially stepping onto the practice field for mandatory minicamp this Tuesday, June 9th through Thursday, June 11th. This three-day event marks the final hurdle on the schedule before the team heads into the annual summer moratorium. After concluding voluntary organized team activities last Thursday, this upcoming period is critical for the organization to evaluate the roster. Unlike the voluntary nature of OTAs, mandatory minicamp requires every rostered player to be in attendance. This provides the coaching staff with their first true look at the full team, including the debut of the entire rookie class working alongside the established veteran core. For the 8 members of the 2026 draft class, this is the most significant test they have faced to begin their professional careers. Coaches will be assessing how the rookies handle the transition and how they fit into the current depth chart before the long summer break. The focus is squarely on evaluating performance and consistency during these final group sessions. As the team prepares to push for the shoe, every rep carries weight. The energy is centered on the integration of new talent and the solidification of roles before the mandatory 6-week downtime begins. This period essentially serves as a final examination for the rookies, forcing them to showcase their development under the watchful eye of the coaching staff. It is the last chance for the current configuration of the roster to be tested together before training camp arrives later in the year. With the entire squad present, the intensity on the practice field is expected to reach its highest point since the draft, as players fight to secure their positions before the organization takes a step back for the summer hiatus, setting the stage for everything that follows. At the heart of the 2026 rookie class is second-round selection C.J. Allen, the Georgia product who has quickly established himself as a key piece of the defense. From the moment he was drafted 53rd overall, Allen has been viewed by the coaching staff as the projected starter at the Mike linebacker position. Lou Anarumo's defensive scheme relies heavily on the middle linebacker to serve as the team's green dot, and Allen has not disappointed since arriving at the facility. Linebackers coach James Bettcher has been particularly vocal about the rookie's intellectual approach to the game, noting that the foundation of Allen's play is his high football intelligence and work ethic. During the initial month with the team, Allen has consistently demonstrated the traits that led the Colts to select him early in the draft. While the testing has been limited so far, the coaching staff is clearly pleased with his progress. As the team enters mandatory minicamp, Allen remains firmly atop the depth chart, and barring any injury, he is on track to handle the defensive play-calling duties come week 1 of the regular season. His ability to quickly process information and command the huddle has been a focal point for the defensive staff. For Allen, these 3 days of minicamp are about consistency and continuing to build trust within the defensive unit. He has already proven to be exactly the player the scouts envisioned during the pre-draft process, showing poise beyond his years. The organization is looking to him to anchor the middle of the field, and his performance this week will be the ultimate confirmation of his status as the cornerstone of the new defensive identity, as he works relentlessly for the shoe. While Allen anchors the middle, other rookies are fighting for immediate roles across the depth chart. A.J. Halsey, the third-round safety, is currently locked in a battle for the starting strong safety job vacated by Nick Cross. Halsey has the inside track, but he faces tough competition from veteran Juanye Thomas and second-year defender Hunter Wohler. His versatility and ball skills make him a compelling candidate for the starting spot. Meanwhile, on the offensive side, fourth-round pick Jalen Farmer is already making an impact. Offensive line coach Tony Sperano Jr. was high on Farmer during the pre-draft process and is now working to find the best fit for him. While Farmer played exclusively at guard for Kentucky, he is projected as a swing tackle for the Colts. Currently, he is focused on his guard responsibilities, but he will begin rotating at tackle as the summer progresses. This development is crucial because the right tackle position remains an open competition. Bryce Boettcher, another fourth-round pick, is deep in a position battle at the will linebacker spot. He is competing against veteran Akeem Davis-Gaither and third-year player Jalen Carleys. Even if Butcher does not win the starting job on defense immediately, his upside on special teams makes him a likely contributor in his rookie season. These battles are the reason why mandatory minicamp is so vital for the organization. Coaches need to see how these players react under pressure when the veterans are finally sharing the field with them. It is not just about the starters. It is about finding the depth necessary to survive a long season. Each rep helps the coaching staff determine which of these rookies is truly ready to handle the rigors of an NFL Sunday. Why does this mandatory period matter so much for the Colts? It is because the team is currently in a state of evaluation that will dictate the competitive structure of the roster for the coming months. We are seeing a mix of high-round draft picks like C.J. Allen expected to start, and late-round flyers like Deion Burks, who is attempting to break into a talented wide receiver rotation. Burks, despite being 5'9" and 180 lbs, was considered one of the biggest value picks in the entire 2026 class. He has been taking return reps and competing for the WR2 spot alongside Josh Downs and Alec Pierce. This competition is fierce and provides necessary depth for the offense. Furthermore, players like Caden Curry are fighting for roster spots based on special teams production. Curry, a local native from Greenwood, Indiana, has dealt with questions regarding his arm length, but his athleticism and proven ability to block kicks at Ohio State have kept him in the conversation. Meanwhile, Seth McGowan is working to secure the backup running back role behind Jonathan Taylor, currently competing against DJ Giddens. The depth here is being stress-tested in real time. For a player like George Gums Jr., the path is different. He is viewed as a long-term project who will likely spend his rookie season on the practice squad developing his pass-rushing skills. By forcing every player to participate this week, the coaching staff can finally compare apples to apples in a full-team setting. The decisions made during these 3 days will influence who gets the first look in training camp and who will be left fighting for their professional lives in late July. It is a high-stakes environment for every single player aiming to earn their place on the team. As the Colts wrap up their work this week, the focus remains on the developmental trajectory of the entire rookie class. From the high expectations placed on C.J. Allen to the long-shot aspirations of George Gums Jr., every rookie is navigating the transition from college to the professional level. The team's commitment to building through the draft is evident in the specific roles these players are being asked to fill. Whether it is the versatility shown by A.J. Halsey or the offensive line utility being cultivated in Jalen Farmer, the coaching staff is clearly prioritizing players who can contribute in multiple ways. This is particularly important for the bottom half of the roster, where special teams experience, like that of Caden Curry, can be the deciding factor for an active roster spot. The Colts are not just looking for immediate starters. They are looking for players who can integrate into the scheme and elevate the performance of their respective units. The intense pressure of minicamp serves to filter out those who are not yet prepared for the jump in speed and physicality. As players like Deion Burks and Seth McGowan battle for spots in the rotation, the overall competitive level of the team is being raised. Once the final whistle blows on Thursday, the team will transition into the 6-week summer break, leaving the coaches with a mountain of film to analyze. When the team reconvenes for training camp, the depth chart will be much clearer, and the intensity will only increase as the preseason approaches. For now, the focus for everyone involved, from the rookies to the veterans, is to maximize these final reps and ensure they have done everything possible to secure their standing in the organization. It is the culmination of months of work, all dedicated to the pursuit of success for the Shoe.